It's the Orlando Sentinels taking on the San Antonio Express.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are... The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a throw here to his running back. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on 4th down.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is caught. The fake punt works to absolute perfection.
And the Express have taken the early lead.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that.
Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. So they catch him napping a bit. They go with a fake punt, able to get it out complete, and then take it all the way into the end zone for 6 points.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming. And right away, he lost the football. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a throw here, hauled in. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 11. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And to give this time to the tailback, that he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down. On the counter, ETN.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
McManus's point after is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flagging there as well. Let's see what this is.
Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think, but to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. He's got Smith here. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. He'll look to throw.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Berry. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Let's get up on there. Let's get up on there.
On the handoff, Sermon.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
On on second down, it's Sermon. Sermon with space, a first down, and then some.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
He'll drop to throw.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And touchdown!
Darnell Mooney.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Sentinels have taken the lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now a run with Sermon.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there. And that takes us from second to third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know.
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Now back to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the gun, Sermon.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw.
They set up the screen for Sermon.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Back out comes San Antonio.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now a handoff. Sermon.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Second and 8 coming up. They run once more with Sermon.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Drops this one down to Sermon.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. In the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 11. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out right at the 35.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down. They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's to a big play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion try. Throwing here on 1st down.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now they try the right side here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Off the option, here's Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So, indeed, they did keep it on the ground, but now it's fourth down, so this one's maybe not quite over.
The clock is still their ally, though, so just no panic here. Let it run all the way down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, 23 seconds to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And he's got a first down as he's tackled inbounds at midfield. This to the outside, it's Sermon.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.